Dabney Coleman took his last earthly breath peacefully and exquisitely at his Santa Monica home on Thursday, as announced by his daughter Quincy Coleman on Friday on behalf of the family.
When you were a kid, all those years ago, who did you like in the movies? Do you have any heroes?
I like Frederick March, and I think Humphrey Bogart was a big fan of his.
Though Coleman was best known for his portrayals of arrogant, unctuous, and uncaring characters, he insisted it was all an act. "It's me kidding around," Coleman once explained to the New York Times. "That's just a guy that I'm playing, just to fool around, you know." Not all of Coleman's roles were unlikable. He earned an Emmy for his performance as a lawyer in the 1987 television movie Sworn to Silence, played Jane Fonda's kind dentist boyfriend in the 1981 film On Golden Pond, and portrayed a federal security official in 1983's War Games.
June 5th. Partial list of my favorite things. Sunset from my office window.
His final screen role was as John Dutton Sr. in the TV series Yellowstone in 2019. Born on January 3, 1932, in Austin, Texas, Coleman studied law and served in the U.S. Army before pursuing a career in acting. During the 1960s and 1970s, he appeared in various television shows, including a semi-regular role as Marlo Thomas's neighbor in That Girl. His first film role was in 1965's The Slender Thread, directed by his acting teacher and friend Sidney Pollack, who would later cast him in Tootsie. Coleman's breakout role, and his favorite, was in 1976 on Norman Lear's TV series, Mary Hartman, where he played Merle Jeter, the unscrupulous mayor involved with the title character. He continued this role in the spin-offs Fernwood Tonight and Forever Fernwood. His first major film role came in 1980 as Franklin Hart, the sexist and egotistical executive in 9 to 5, who faces retribution from his employees played by Jane Fonda, Dolly Parton, and Lily Tomlin. In Tootsie, 1982, Coleman played a soap opera director clashing with Dustin Hoffman's cross-dressing character. In 1983, Coleman expanded his comic villain persona in his first starring television role on the sitcom Buffalo Bill, where he portrayed a radio talk show host with a less-than-romantic proposal style. "It is fun to play those characters because they are so well-defined," Coleman told People magazine in 1983. During the 1980s and 1990s, Coleman starred in several sitcoms, including The Slap Maxwell Story as a sports writer, Drexel's Class as a corporate raider turned teacher, and Madman of the People as a magazine columnist working for his daughter. Unfortunately, none of these shows lasted more than 2 seasons. In more recent years, Coleman appeared in HBO's Boardwalk Empire, 2010 to 2011, as a former Atlantic City power broker. His role was modified due to his throat cancer diagnosis, which affected his ability to speak. A passionate tennis player, Coleman was married and divorced twice and had 4 children with his second wife, actress Jean Hale. "My father crafted his time here on Earth with a curious mind, a generous heart, and a soul on fire with passion, desire, and humor that tickled the funny bone of humanity," his daughter Quincy Coleman said in a statement.